Hey guys, welcome to Cat Village. I am here with my longtime friend Andy King, president of CAFA, right? You're president of CAFA
Yes,
again,
again.
a past president of the Ghana Association.
Yep.
Before we jump into CAFA, Andy, tell us a little bit about who you are, what you've done in the community, because you've been a part of a lot of the growth of stuff in this community.
That's
Tell
correct.
us a bit about yourself.
As I've mentioned several times to folks, and thank you, Gillette, for having me. I'm here with the Queen of Caribbean Diaspora Reporting in Central Florida, even if not in America. Every time I turn around, I see her face telling us about what we ought to do, what we didn't do, and what we should do.
But hold on, here's what I have to say. I tell you guys this story all the time that the one thing I wanted to do was cover the Caribbean diaspora. But Andy was one of the folks who, in all the small diasporas, it happens where people look at everybody as a threat, they don't give them a shot. Andy and CAFA gave us a shot when all I wanted was to show people what the Caribbean people were doing. And everybody kept telling me Caribbean marketing is crazy because it's not big.
Right.
And I was like, that's all I want to do. That's it. So thank you for seeing what I liked and giving us a shot to do it.
And thank you for hanging in there, because there was a time when things went, but you stood the ground, and here it is, the fruits of your labor.
Yes.
In terms of my involvement in the Central Florida community, like you mentioned, I've been involved in CAFA since I came here in 1994, 95, and in various aspects, pushing culture and community service. I not stepped away, but took a side road along the journey to help found the Guyanese American Cultural Association, Central Florida, back then. Sadly, that the association is sleeping a bit, but we need to get the youth involved, but if you think about it, during that period, we were able to host Sir Richard Braffett from To Soar with Love, CC Pounder,
Yes.
Clive Lloyd, Alvin Kalachar, the other young man from Guyana, Shiv Narain, Lance Gibbs, and many others, Trade Winds,
Dave Martin,
and
the Trade Winds, so many.
And many of the other icons of the Caribbean passed through Central Florida because of the Guyanese American Cultural Association.
Yeah.
Currently I involve myself in managing my homeowners association, master association, and then I also involve myself with Solid Rock Community Church, helping them in community affairs, and altogether just being a big supporter of everyone that does things right.
Yeah, community building.
That's it.
That's it. You're just a bedrock in community building, and even if your attention is not on one thing, it's on another thing in the community building. And that's you guys would always hear me reference Andy. If anyone comes in and they want to meet folks, this is one of the first people I take them to meet, because I know anything he's involved is being done well, and he's given it his all. So
thank you.
I really applaud you for all the work that you do. And again, I will always make sure that people know this is who you are and this is what you've done. A lot of what you do is huge, and I think that's why, like, the Ghana Association is taking a hiatus, because everybody who used to do stuff is still doing something big.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so we keep kind of putting that almost like, we're gonna get some other people to do the heavy lifting. It's almost like we're not Guyanese, we're Caribbean.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, like I explained earlier, I've recognized that the drive now needs to be tendered to the younger generation.
Yeah.
And so I applaud the youth in Cap Village that are doing tremendous work. One of the challenges I recognize, and I'm trying to get over that hump, is to have young people sit down at the organized session is very difficult.
Yes.
But if you give them their time and space and their
Mhm.
creative ingenuities, you can get marvels coming out. And so you have to just encourage them to work in the space and the time that best serve them,
Yeah.
and so that's my drive now, to bring some youth together and formulate a strategy to highlighting our culture, our food, or performative things that they get involved with that show their dynamism and continue to do great things. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, we are now is the same kind of trajectory, right? Where our focus is on the young people, and I tell people carnival is where they find that common ground.
Mm.
So that's where we meet them.
Okay.
Because that's exactly, I mean, like, even in the colleges, we're there with the feathers and stuff, because again, that's where, when they find that common ground, that is in carnival. But you're right, we meet them right where they are, do as much as they want to do, and just stay behind and guide. But I think it's because a lot of the organizations we used to lead before were giving people a really big sense of connectivity as new immigrants into an
Right,
area.
right.
I think in a sense we did such a good job.
Mm.
These kids don't feel disconnected, so they don't only have to come and find Caribbean organizations to feel at home. Do you think that's like part of
Yeah.
what the issue's been?
Yeah, I look at even what CAP does,
Mhm.
and you and Sam and the surrounding supporting cast. Um, everybody knows that Carnival is like Trinidad,
Mhm.
Barbados, New York, London, Toronto, but you get a sense of those activities when they're about to happen. You get music and stuff that comes out of it.
Yeah.
But in Orlando, you get Carnival year round.
Yes.
Because every time you open something, if it's a phone, if it's the newspapers,
Mhm.
you see that modicum of Caribbean culture
Yes.
promoted by Cap Village.
Yeah.
I think you guys need to pat yourself on the back if nobody else is doing it, because in as much as you might not be paid like some of those organizations,
Mhm.
you are doing a tremendous job, and you could see it in the smiles and the brimming of the young people when they get involved.
Yes.
You see them in the costumes, and they exchange different vibes,
Mhm.
and it keeps the culture going. You feel like you're in Trinidad living
Yeah.
in
In Orlando, so they're not
yeah.
missing a
And
thing.
and the thing about it, whatever it is that you're doing, it's safe, it's
Mhm.
conscious, and it's rooted.
Yes.
And that's the good part of it. I've never seen any negative reporting of Orlando Carnival activities or involvement in the newspapers.
Mhm.
Every week every day I open the thing, you see Orange County bulletin on somebody speeding or whatever. You've never seen such at Cap Village or Cap
No.
involvement. Similarly,
Mhm.
Caribbean Fusion Festival done by CAFA for the years that we've done
And
it.
how many years?
We have done it since 2010, hosting it,
Yes.
but involved in it since 1994.
Wow.
And CAFA, that Caribbean Fusion Festival, you've never read a negative
Never.
shooting,
No.
arrest, or whatever,
No.
anything involving, because we know how to do things and do it right.
Absolutely. And I call it the Caribbean family reunion.
Yeah.
Right? Now people come up from South Florida
Mhm.
for it. They come from all
Atlanta.
around. Yeah, it is.
DC, New York, we're getting a larger contingent of
Mhm.
California people started
Really?
to come. Yeah, and this past year we had quite a few people
From California. It's the
Mhm.
place to connect, to
Mhm.
see everybody at least once a year.
Yep.
And as you said, no issues. And people, elected officials, have remarked that they don't expect to see that many people of color in a space and not any issue. We're
Yeah.
like, why? I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Yeah.
we don't expect any. It's a family reunion type of vibe, which, as you're right, Carnival, as much as Carnival is a lot of energy and stuff, nothing, because people are there to have fun
Yep. Yep.
and connect.
Mhm.
Tell us a little bit about the facets of CAFA? I know you guys have a domino area, you have a health area, the arts, and then what else? Food for sure.
Sure, food. And, this year we have about 16 food entities or food booths.
From across the Caribbean.
Right. Everything from sugarcane, coconut, jerk chicken, bami, food, whatever description is there. Then there's the merchandising aspect of flags and T-shirts, and then there's the entertainment. This year we have Mega Bantam coming in from Jamaica. We have, of course, Terry Gadraj, ambassador of the Caribbean, Indo-Caribbean culture. Adriana Clark, whose father was the lead singer of Tour de World.
She's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bunny Ruggs, that passed away a few years ago. He lived in Poinciana. And then you have Sankey and crew from the park. Universal Studios. Yes. They play there every week. They're going to be there. You have Anthony playing the steel pan. You have I got to look at these names. You have the Naripil. It's the dance
school.
The Indian dancer.
Yeah.
I never could pronounce the name, but they have Infusion, which is a Latin group, a male and female doing Latin music, and many others. Of course, Craig Camacho, the MC, one of the wonders of Central Florida.
Listen, you could almost go just for Craig alone, guys.
Yep.
And music again by we've got
Adriana Clark.
Yeah. You know. DJs. You got the DJs.
Code Red. You have Chris Rocktone and many others.
I love it.
And even today, yesterday I got contacted by a gentleman out of Jacksonville looking to do some Moko Jumbi.
Yes, I know. He's coming with us with is a Sean. He's coming with us with Carnival, and I was like, CAFA is the place. You gotta meet everybody. Right. So I hope he gets to come in.
I'll talk to him tomorrow and try to streamline that.
I'll show you the joy in the team's face when they're doing it.
Well,
oh my goodness.
Well, one of the concentration is on the youth and the children, and so if we can enhance entertainment for children, that'll be an added dimension.
He has kids on the stills.
Okay.
He keeps saying, they keep saying, Andy, that in 2 days they could have us walking on stills. And we met one young lady who in 1 month she was parading down this the runway, and she'd only been on it 1 month. I had no idea you could learn stills that fast.
So yes, there's going to be. If we talk about the people that are hosting the event, the Caribbean and Floridian Association, CAFA, we know they've been, we've been there. But then we have community partners like Experience Kissimmee, help us with promotions. Star 94.5.
That's huge this year. I love it.
It's 96.5. Osceola Gazette, Advent Health.
That's huge.
You have
Chris Rocktone
helping us promotion. Caribbean and American Passport News Magazine. KUA.
KUA has been a sponsor
Kissimmee
for
Utility
a long
Authority. Toll Water Authority recently came on board.
Okay.
We have this guy from Mimsco Ice. He comes. The story I have to tell you about Mimsco Ice. He comes out every year with his ice truck, and he donates the CAFA for free.
Aww.
All he wants is a T-shirt and a meal. A T-shirt saying that
he's basically.
And he comes out there, and he's been coming from Tampa every year to do that. You have Lara Shipping. You have Kaichor Tropical Mist Restaurant.
Yes.
And you have recently Guyana Tapestry is on there. You have Caribbean Affairs.
Okay, the radio show down in Kissimmee.
Positively Osceola, and many others are supporting the event. So
I love it.
We're grateful.
And tell us a little bit. I know a lot of folks don't know about all of the scholarships and the community support that CAFA renders. Does this go towards raising funds for the scholarship?
Yeah. While this is not a money-making event, but in managing it, being able to make sure that at the end of the event we have a small surplus, we put every penny back into the scholarship.
Okay.
I could tell you last year, September, when we did our 35th anniversary, and this year is going to be the 35th anniversary of our scholarship program.
Oh, that's big.
And we've been growing each year. So
You guys understand that the 35th anniversary of their scholarship program?
Right. So we've gone from giving out $1,000 scholarship now to over $10,000 every year to high school graduates.
Wow.
And this year we're adding, there's going to be an added dimension to the 5 unique scholarships that we give to high school graduates, some of whom have already gotten their associate's degree before they go enter university.
Yeah.
We're designating one scholarship, which is going to be separate from the other 5, as a CAFA scholarship. So that scholarship will target a student that's unique to CAFA, whether their parent, their sibling, or their grandparent. Someone in CAFA is a member.
Okay.
Because what we found is that we have a criteria in the general scholarship fund, which is 3.0 and above, and some other things, community service. But sometimes we have a CAFA students that are not eligible to.
But you want to make sure.
But they volunteer, they help their parents work hard. So we'll be designated as this one scholarship that, in as much as it might not be 3.0, but all of the other inclusions will go towards that student.
I love that. And I just want to tell folks, I mean, now that I hear 35 years, I don't think it ever occurred to me 35 years, but I've been at the scholarship banquet. The one I think Kadeem got a scholarship. I know Michelle's daughter got a scholarship, not Liana, but Michelle's daughter got I know a lot of people who got a scholarship. But you guys have like even one who's somebody who's a doctor now.
Yeah, several. Yeah,
several. I love it.
Yeah, and I've been looking at the bylaws recently to try and revive and get greater input, even for like the scholarship. One of the things we are talking about is that if you receive a scholarship, there should be an inclusive item there that says you, in some form, you'll be given back in the future.
Yeah.
So while we might not make it mandatory, we may make it where it's at least voluntary that you know.
At least as a reminder, I really saw that a lot with Sandra's group with Julian. Julian, as soon as he came out of college, the first thing he wanted to do is to give a scholarship back because he was aware of how much it helped him. So just a reminder to everybody getting scholarships out there, it's time to give back. Andy, how could, if a person wanted to do a scholarship, how could they, because I know there are individuals who through CAFA, almost like CAFA is the fiduciary, they give you guys a scholarship in their mom's name or something.
Right.
What is there like a minimum amount to donate to that? Or
no,
how can people get involved?
Because what we do is we have a scholarship fund. And if you can't, so what we do is if $250, $500, $1,000, whatever you can give, we will put in that fund. So broaden the pot for the awards.
Okay.
And even if we put it in the pot, you could still say that mandate the name of whomever in aid of that scholarship.
Okay.
So at the presentation, we will say part of the scholarship was at the behest of this family or whatever.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So guys, I do want to remind you guys that there's so much more that you could go follow CAFA online, go to the website, but there's so much you can actually do in the back end to support the work that this organization is doing, because it really, I tell people all the time, you don't have to be the one in front doing it, but support the people that are doing the work.
Yeah.
And you guys consistently do the work.
Right. One of the things we're doing now is trying to organize a corporate membership function.
That makes sense.
So that businesses can join CAFA. We're also looking at a youth arm of so that the youth can do things in their own way Um, we're looking at that. And then we're doing a couple other dynamics to try and boost up the existence of CAFA. So make sure that it continues to go, even, you know what's funny though, and it's true, the Caribbean.
We got 10 minutes.
through the Caribbean Fusion Festival, we attract so many people, and folks come to our meetings, which is held every fourth Saturday. You can go online, cafainc.org, cafainc.org, and see what we do, all of the involvement of the group, all of the testimonials, the professionals that operate, from medical to education to service. You can see all of the things we do. Turkey giveaway. All of
just
those
a lot of community stuff. That's the best way of putting it, because really, just everything. The liaison with Solid Rock Church. You guys do a lot.
Yep.
I mean,
and not just to take a back seat, but we do have fun as well.
Yes,
we do have fun. We have functions for parties, whatever. I talked about our 35th anniversary last year. We did two trips. One to Bermuda. There was a 7-day cruise to Bermuda. We had 26 people on that cruise.
Go to Europe a lot.
And then we went to South Africa and Dubai with 53 people. And we continue. We have our bus ride, which is this year will be June 6th. June 6th is the bus ride. And the committees are planning other events that are going to evolve over the year. So it's not a just sit down, talk, whatever. You come, and if you have an idea, it can be manifested on our program of activities once vetted.
So the way I usually present CAFA to people is I always say, listen, if you want to connect into an organization to find family, if you're new here, go to CAFA. Yep. Jasmine's mom, Jazz, that was when she was like, I don't know anybody. I was like, CAFA, go get the healthcare community, amazing there. So if you're in that field, join, because you've got a lot of mentors within the organization.
And it's a great support system.
Great support system. Similarly, it's funny, Anthony's on here. I had brought him down to CAFA when he said he wants to meet people, but he's not getting to meet people. I was like, meet me at CAFA. At Fusion.
And now every time people are calling me for steel band player.
And it's Anthony, because Anthony's got just the best spirit. He's a sweet person and he loves what he does. Yeah. And he needed to just meet the right people. Right. And so a lot of it, if you're listening here and you're missing community, this is the space to find it.
And don't forget that Caribbean Fusion Festival is on April 26th, Sunday, April 26th, starting from noon to 7 p.m. It's a whirlwind of Caribbean culture, food, arts,
music, people,
exhibitions. Just come on out, safe environment. There's a beer garden there if you want to have a glass of wine and or a couple, but food in galore. Yeah. You could take your pick.
And absolutely free. So entire family, come on out. You could nestle up on the tree, have your chairs.
And you don't have to walk with cash to purchase your food and drinks. We have ATMs there, and most of the vendors have
cards.
The cards. So
it's just the best event. For us, we clock April is Fusion. And so you'll see our team out there. Yeah, we'll just be hanging out because, again, that's where everybody meets up. So we will see you guys on April 26th, Kissimmee Lakefront Park. And do you remember when we used to have a problem sending people to the wrong side of the park?
The Veterans Lawn.
The Veterans Lawn.
It's right at the corner of Monument and Monument and Lakeside.
Yes, that's the best way to find it. So we'll see you guys out there April 26th.